before you do anything else, make sure you subscribe to In the Bayou podcast if you haven't already.
So we see Frank then finally got him a win, man. He got his first win, bro. Shout out to my Purple Knight brother. He got his first win as the interim coach at LSU. 23-22, man. He did it.
He did it, man. I wish he would have beat Alabama and
I
Bama.
wish he would have too,
man. He's such a good dude.
Yeah.
And, just to take our fans, back a little bit, right? Like, before Tyrann was the honey badger or Tyrannosaurus Rex,
right.
I was like 140 pound cornerback that, 5'7". Nobody wanted to give me a scholarship. Yeah. And I remember Coach Frank inviting us. And you actually was with me that weekend. All of us went, actually. We took that long ride to Tennessee.
Yep, Tennessee.
About 13-hour bus ride. I mean, it was a vacation for us. But,
yeah, no doubt.
I remember going there, man, and just being inspired. Because, here's a guy that comes from our high school.
Yep.
He comes from our city. Yep. And, like he's on one of those big stages, right? And just how he made us feel that entire weekend, man.
Like, it was very positive.
And I know my LSU fans are listening right now, but... for a while, I wanted to go to Tennessee.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That was
like this close.
That was like one of my first times, outside of Louisiana.
In a big program.
In a big program. Yeah. Big
beautiful
trees.
Beautiful.
It was just, man, fresh air. Yeah. And, I remember Lane Kiffin and Monty Kiffin, all those guys. But Frank was one of the first coaches to really, really believe in me from a collegiate perspective. Like, he didn't look at my height. He didn't look at my size. And he kind of tells this story of, man, I wish I could have cut Tyrann open so y'all could see how big his heart is. Right. And so we actually left Tennessee. I didn't get the scholarship from Tennessee because
not sure why, but
I know why. Because Monty Kiffin ran that cover 2 system. And the idea of having a 5'6", 140 pound cover 2 corner, that's not really giving, Charles Tillman.
Right.
Right. So I get why they didn't offer me a scholarship, but what ended up working out for me was that Frank ended up at LSU.
Right.
And when he got to LSU, man, like it was like full throttle. Like, we have to get Tyrann Mathieu to our program. And I remember going to that camp and LSU camp, and I did really, really good. And I remember Coach Miles calling me into his office after camp, and
I remember that,
basically like, hey man, I got a scholarship for you. Do you want it? And I remember telling him, like, are you crazy? Like, absolutely. When do I start school tomorrow?
Right.
You know what I mean? And, my parents were mad at me for a while. I think they probably still is mad at me because I didn't consult with anybody.
Right. It was just a decision.
And, I'm like, what is there to talk about?
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I'm like, this is LSU.
Right.
Like, this is the football program of our state. Like, and like, man, like before that, man, it was, Miami, Ohio,
right,
Florida Atlantic,
ULM,
Southern Miss.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, like, it really wasn't a competition.
Right.
Like, once LSU showed up, like, this was the best program, best spot for me. And
I remember.
Man, I didn't think twice about it. Like, I didn't care that Pat was there. I didn't care that Mo Claiborne was there. Like, I was like, I'm about to go to LSU, and I'm gonna make everybody respect, my hustle and my grind. And man, ended up working out, man. And, like I said, man, got off to a fast start too, man. Was, one of the only freshmen, in my class that really did contribute to that season. Yeah. And, but man, I think Frank had a lot to do with that, man. Yeah. So I'm really, really happy for him because he represents everything Louisiana.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, this is a dude that started coaching on the high school level and worked his way up.
Yeah.
And, he put a lot of guys in the NFL, right? And he's just one of those dudes, man. Like he can speak the Louisiana language. Right. Like, he understands, what these kids need and the direction that they need to be pushed.
He's from here.
And so I'm hoping that they could finish out this season.
Yeah, I think they can.
And really, really put some wins together, and that, Frank could be the long-term coach, right? And man, you was talking about this, right? It was, do you want to keep paying coaches $100 million?
Yeah.
Right? Because I think Frank, he doesn't necessarily give that, right? Like, he's not, I don't want to make it sound, he's not looking for $100 million, right? So I think he's the perfect, bridge coach to be like, hey, man, like let's reel it back in. Like this won't cost us nearly as much money as it cost us to get Brian Kelly.
Yeah.
And another thing you got to think about too is if they hire Frank long term, right? It's Frank has always did a good job of locking down Louisiana.
Yeah.
Right? Like he always did a good job of retaining some of our best players, the Tyrann Mathieu, the Odell Beckhams, the Jarvis Landry, Justin Jefferson. It's like, you know what I mean? So like all these dudes come from up under, Frank Wilson. And so I think if he was able to get the head job, I think it'll be of a great benefit, man, to the program, and especially, to a lot of these high school kids, because they know once Frank come looking for you.
Oh yeah.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, it's a big deal, bro.
Yeah, man, we're extremely proud and happy, for Frank. And I saw all the pictures and videos, him and his family just soaking it all in. And man, if you look at those kids' reaction to when he come in the locker room after that win, cool. I mean, you can't fake that.
Nah,
you cannot
it's authentic.
Fake that.
It's
you
authentic.
Can't fake that. And you can't even pay for that type of stuff.
No.
I feel like that's what got Brian Kelly in trouble sometimes, right?
Like
it
wasn't real.
He just couldn't quite relate. You know what I mean? And it just feels
sometimes it be like that. Yeah.
It feels so natural, man. It feels so natural with Frank, and so and he knows this, man. We'll continue to root for him, and really just hoping and wishing, for the best.